I've been doing more hollowing projects lately, so in this video I'm making a large tool handle for my hollowing tools and my long inertial sander. I decided to make it extra fancy, so I used this beautiful piece of wenge for it. On the bottom of the tool I put a 16mm tenon enforced with a bit of steel pipe. I got that idea from the woodcut pro-forme handle I already have and use, to allow me to extend this handle if I need it for deeper hollowing or sanding. I used a spindle roughing gouge to get it round and the skew to get a relatively smooth finish. This wenge is pretty hard, but it also has an open grain, so it will require some attention later on. I didn't really have a design in mind before starting this, as I usually don't. I just tried to feel if the shape was comfortable. I wanted to keep the handle as thick and as strong as possible for as long as possible. So I decided to just make one small section thinner so that I could get a better grip on that. I turned this thinner section with a gouge and again used the skew for a finishing cut. This end part will eventually become the tenon, but I'm leaving it thick and strong for as long as I can to avoid too many vibrations. The handle itself is around 55 cm long, but that includes this part for the tenon. After some more refining of the shape, it was finally time for a bit of sanding. I like to do that in stages, as the sanding can reveal flaws in the shape or tool marks left behind from bad turning. Especially on this dark wood, it can be very easy to miss them. This is a template for the largest, which is 5/8 or 16mm ferrule, made by oneway. You need to buy it separately, but the set with all 4 sizes only was around €5. I don't have a lot of this wenge in stock and I didn't want to mess it up. So I took my time, stopping regularly to test the fit with the template. The ferrules have a thread-lok system, which means they cut a thread and tighten themselves onto the handle. The wenge is a really hard wood, so I had to make my tenon a little bit smaller than the template. The ferrule fits snugly and securely, but I will probably glue it on with 2 parts epoxy just to be safe. I used my homemade and not super steady rest to stabilize the handle for drilling the hole that will receive the tool. Since the tenon is pretty thin, I'm adding a piece of 16mm pipe to secure it. This will allow me to attach a second handle if I make it, or the woodcut handle that I already have. I used some masking tape to make a template of the grip part. I thought it would be more comfortable to hold it with a piece of leather wrapped around it. I've done this only once before, so I'll spare you the trial and error of sewing this. In the end, I think it came out rather nice, and I might redo the leather part as I really made a mess of the start and finish of the stitch. This was my first real try at a voiceover and I'm still trying to get a hang of it, so please leave any feedback you may have in the comments below. While you're there, feel free to like and subscribe if you liked what you saw. Thanks for watching.